Today we got a different kind of Wing Chun video for you. I thought I'd do something different as far as instructional wise, and let's go about saying this is more of like a workout video. But unlike your typical workout videos where your main goal is to either build muscle or to burn calories, I wanted to spend make it like a 10-minute video as far as if I was to work out by myself and practice a certain thing in Wing Chun, this is how I would go about doing it, and just give you a little idea of how it works. So this video is going to concentrate mainly on the stance, and the main focus really overall is the punch. So let's start it off. If you see me looking over to the corner every so often, I don't have a full timer here, but we're going to make this roughly a 10-minute video working out on punches. So let's open up the stance. Okay. Make sure the stance is nice. Everything like I've told you before. You want to feel yourself in the center. Don't just open up and then just start punching. One thing you'll notice is when we start working out, I'm not just going to go like this and then just try to do this for about 1,000 times. So here I have my stance open. I check to see if everything's in place. Hip tucked in, just naturally. Head pulled up and stretched. Arms pulled back. Knees adjusted in place. And now I'm going to start out the warm up with the punches with open hands like this. Okay? Nice and simple. Alright, and I'm going to go through a process, and normally I'm not talking through this, but I want you to see what I'm looking for at each time. Now, why am I starting off this process as far as with an open hand to do my punches? A lot of times when you're a beginner, a lot of the problems that occur is knowing how to hold your hand fully relaxed. And fully relaxed, like I've said before, has to do with saying this hand is too relaxed, right? Fully relaxed basically means the right amount to maintain the fist. But a lot of times when you start off when you do the punching, you're very tight. So I like to have people warm up in the beginning here, open hand. Same motion as the actual punch, but the only difference is I have the hand open. Now, if you find yourself practicing like this, and you find your wrist going like here or here at this angle, right? See how I'm doing it slightly off here or here? That means I got some abnormal tension in the wrist. If you hold the hand naturally like this, that's the tension I want for it. Now, when I actually do the punch, I simply curl my fingers together and put my thumb over it, and there I have the actual punch motion, okay? Or the actual punch structure. So from here, you're going to spend about 1 to 2 minutes. Nice and simple, right? Just looking over it. And notice, right now, that's the main thing I'm looking for. Is the wrist relaxed? Is the hand going straight? And notice you can see my hand naturally drilling. I'm not forcing the turn. See? There's no power that I'm going to do with this workout at all. All I want to do is get the motion perfected. And that's the problem with most people in Wing Chun. Me personally, I'm not training for a tournament. See? See how you're overturning it like this? Just nice. Nice, simple. Keep the body square. Make sure the stance is relaxed. You're going to do this for probably another 30 seconds. Okay? See? There's nothing wrong with pausing and checking in the beginning because this is the warm-up stage. Right? If you feel your shoulders are tired at this stage right now, and it's just been less than 1 to 2 minutes, more than likely what's happening is your shoulders do this. See how my shoulders rising up? And the reason I'm going over this with you is if you've got 10 minutes to spare, you might as well do the workout right. I'd rather you do 10 minutes correctly as opposed to an hour of everything wrong and you have no awareness of what you're doing. So here, I'm just spending good time, making sure everything feels comfortable and relaxed, and then check it out. Okay? Alright, that looks good. That was roughly about 1 to 2 minutes as far as doing that stretch punching. Now, here, I'm going to take my time and do the punches. See that? I know it's slow, I know it's some people would say it's kind of boring doing it this way, but there's a reason to have so much precision in Wing Chun. Remember, a lot of things you're battling out there when you're dealing in a fight situation is you want to be able to you're not using muscle when you're combating most individuals out there. You're basing your whole strength on structure and positioning. And you got to know, if I'm punching here, I'm punching off center, right? Something as simple as that. See? I'm not exactly sure where the exact center is, so I got to know exactly where the exact center is. And I got to know exactly if this hand in the rear is very common to do this. See? One hand in the center, one hand off center. Okay? See? Both hands in the center. Notice my fist is aiming at my target. I'm not aiming this way. Okay? And normally, when you're doing this exercise, you're not pausing like I'm pausing. I'm just doing that so you're aware of common mistakes when you're working out and doing the actual exercise. See? Take my time, make everything pretty, right? Now, assuming you got position correct, right? And remember, correct position, both hands should be in the center line when you're doing your punches. See, I take my time, even though I know what I'm doing with my punches. I have no problem correcting it, making it more precise, knowing exactly what I'm doing, checking my stance, right? Yeah, good. Right, tension, see? So far I haven't done anything as far as power-wise. Good. Good. Remember, with the punches, also, when you punch, don't over-rotate, right? The reason we have it at an angle like this, at this cut angle, is what? So the entire fist hits. If you over-torque it like this, you're not going to hit with the entire fist. You're going to hit with this middle knuckle first. See, it's a slight turn. See? Natural slight turn. I'm not even forcing that turn. If I naturally extend my hand like I was doing in the beginning, you're actually doing it right. See, just a small turn. So from here, 10 to 11 o'clock, okay? From here, 2 to 1, okay? See that? Nice and simple. Both hands in the center line. Now, also, when you're working out and doing this kind of exercise, right? The shoulders. A lot of things to pay attention to with the shoulders. When you're doing with the shoulders here, notice. See, I'm turning myself, overstretching, overstretching. What we want to do is control the base, like I'm controlling here. If I control the base, look what moves. Just my arms. The body functions as a support system for the hands, right? And I don't overstretch it. You do stretch the technique out, but natural stretch. If you go like this, then you feel an incredible amount of tension on here on the shoulder too. So keep yourself square, and if you're not too aware in the beginning when you're doing this, use a mirror, right? Sometimes you can say, I feel square, but visually if you look at the mirror, you can see yourself turning like that, so you don't want to do that either. So the mirror can be an aid for you, okay? Then another thing regarding the shoulders, also what? Don't raise it up, like I said earlier. See how it's raising up? See how my shoulder naturally from here sinks, right? Naturally relax. See? Naturally relax. All right? Done about a couple minutes of this so far. Feel good with the punch. Checking the stance every so often. See? Now, assuming that I have positioning okay, now I'm going to start focusing on another thing with the punch, and that's the timing of the punch. The timing is, notice, I don't want you to do this. See, I'm just sort of like I'm revving up and then punching. Revving up, then punching. Revving up, then punching. What I want to do first is when I decide to go, I go. See, I'm not even going fast. I go, move. I decide to move, move. I decide to move, move. Okay? I'm not going slow and then speeding it up. Slow, then speeding it up. I'm at a full standstill, muscle and body is fully relaxed, and then when I decide to go, I move. Okay? See? Decide to go, go. Now, also, besides that timing of it, two hands are functioning at one time. You don't want this to punch and this to follow up. See? Let me try to do this wrong. Hard to do it wrong when you've done it right so many times. I'm trying to actually do it wrong here. This finishes first and this is last. See how late that is? You want, by the time this finishes and ready to go. Boom, same time, same time, same time, same time, same time, Same time. Same time. Same time. Same time. Oop, check the wrist, make sure it's relaxed. Same time. Same time. See? Looking good. About at the 7 or 8 minute mark, roughly. I'm going to switch myself in position here, so I want to make sure you pay attention to this too. Continuing on with the punch. Remember, do not do this. That's a no-no. If you're punching like this, you're going to hurt your elbow. Okay? See? Don't want to hammer it up. You want to do smoothly. Okay? Smoothly. See how I extend out? Almost like the fist is on an escalator and it rises smoothly up. You're not going up on an elevator like this. Elevator up, down. Escalator smooth. See? Smooth. Smooth. See? Be nice and simple. See so far? Nice and simple. Good. See, get the body warmed up. Get the body familiar with what I want it to do. Know the exact position. In time, you won't even have to think about it. This has to do this. This has to be where. The timing and stuff like that. You're still going through that process of thinking about it. That means what? More practice. And that's fine. You have to practice it. You have to do it. You have to know exactly what you're doing when you're doing these punches. Okay. Alright, then we're roughly at the last minute. Now the last minute, notice I spent about 9 minutes doing all the warm-ups, checking out the precision as far as where everything should be. The last minute I'm going to spend a little more time. I'm not going to go full power. I just want to go regular speed. See, just regular. Muscles relax, the body's relaxed. Okay. Checking everything. Making sure the tension's right. Good. A little off there. See, notice not everything's perfect. Sometimes I'm a little off, I adjust it, and that's the whole point. Just. It's not a numbers game. Remember that. It's not 10,000 punches, it's not 50,000 punches you do. But rather you do it right. Remember, Chun is an efficient art, and it has precision with it. So you don't want to do your time practicing, wasting it. You don't know what the heck you're doing. Right? A little off there. See? Even I correct myself, not everything's perfect. I want to make sure everything's